Hi guys, now we're going to look at a natal chart and do some more clarification with these commonly asked questions, because those of you that have a chart in your hand and you're not quite sure how to use it, stay tuned. For those that already know, scroll on to somebody else, because I don't want to bore you with this information. So I'm going to flip the screen again, just like I did on the houses. So if you missed the houses, then you could go back and find the house video, okay? So now you're going to take a deep dive and look at the planets and how we read the planets because everything is geometry and mathematics. That's where we get the degrees and the minutes. And then later we could do some more calculations, okay? And thank you for asking these questions. I'm getting a lot of these from my students, by the way, between my local classes and my online classes, excuse me, and also from my open forum classes. So, by the way, I'm going to be opening up an open forum online class for only $35 for 2 hours. So it's going to be first come, first serve, and the first 7 that show up are the ones that get to have the open forum and ask questions. All right. And hopefully they know a lot about astrology so we can have a nice deep dive about the charts and everything else. It's super cool. I love doing that. So let's take a look. So here we go. First house all the way around. We always go counterclockwise. And these symbols here are the planets. So we have Mars, and then this is the IC because it's an important point. So that's not a planet, but it's a point. And then we have Black Moon Lilith, and then we have the moon. So you have to know your glyphs. If you don't know the glyph, then you could either get a cheat sheet from me. I sell these sheets for $5 a piece, or you could create your own, and it's up to you. So I'm going to zoom in. So let's take a look over here. We are in the 11th house. It tells you right here, the 11th house. And then we have the sun, 16 degrees, Pisces, 44 minutes. So you would read it, sun, 16 degrees, 44 minutes in Pisces. We don't have to do the minutes, but I will show you at another time when we talk about a partile. Partile means that 2 planets are in the exact degree, and they're just minutes away from each other. So one day I'll do a little talk about partile. So let's look at Neptune. Neptune is 24 degrees, 47 minutes in Pisces. So that's how we read the planets in the astrology chart. You look at the house, the program will tell you the sign, and then you could look and see the cusp of that house is 8 degrees Pisces, and you can see what other planets are in the same house. Now, for you advanced students, we have 3 other planets, but look very carefully. Here's Aries up here. Here's Aries symbol over here. Jupiter is 13 degrees Aries, 21 minutes. Chiron is 14 degrees Aries, 11 minutes. And Venus is 18 degrees Aries, 41 minutes. Okay? So, and then these little hashes represent the planets, that they're right here. So why do you have to know the exact degree and the minutes? Well, if you talk about stelliums and configurations and patterns in the chart, we want to see proximity. How close are the planets to one another before we even look at the aspects? So the sun, when we interpret the sun, what you want, where you shine, basically, is 16 degrees. So it has what we call a 10-degree orb. That means anything within 10 degrees of either side of 16 degrees. So that would be 6 degrees or 26 degrees in Pisces. That means that this planet, Neptune, is conjunct. It's in a 10-degree orb. All right? So I'll say it again. 10-degree orb in the personal planet of the sun, that's an accepted orb, would be considered a conjunction. They're close. So we're always looking at positions in the chart and cycles. So this is less than 10 degrees apart, 24 minus 16 in the sign of Pisces, it's 8-degree orb. All right? That is by definition a conjunction. That means they're making contact. Now, here's another example. We have a conjunction because it's closer than 10 degrees between Jupiter and Chiron. And actually, all three are within 5 degrees. By definition, this is a triple conjunction. And for you know-it-alls out there, you're going to say, well, that's a stellium. Yes, it's considered a stellium because you could have 3 or more planets in one sign. That's within 30 degrees. But it's in within 30 degrees. That's the definition, within 30 degrees. So because these are all within 10 degrees, it's a triple conjunction, okay? So just splitting hairs, but I'm very precise, I'm very thorough, and I want you to learn properly so you could be awesome astrologers. I don't care if you're professional or amateurs, it doesn't matter. When you look at a chart, I want you guys to have pride in what you do, and this is where the astrology story that unfolds from your natal chart becomes an amazing tool. You're going to blow yourself away besides the people's charts that you're reading. The interpretation is a whole nother story. We're just reading positions of the planets in the signs and in the houses. And as we layer these interpretations together, then it tells a story. I always recommend that you ask the client, you ask the person whose chart you're reading, how this plays, because you want to make sure you give them enough keywords so you're not telling them, oh, well, you're going to be a drug addict and you're going to be the victim. We don't do that. These planets and energies suggest, but it doesn't mean it's the same way for everybody. We're all unique. We all have free will, okay? And there's a power of suggestion. So you want to err on the side of positive suggestions rather than negative suggestions. If it's something negative, the energy is coming across negatively, believe me, they will tell you. But you don't need to tell them something negative. It's just bad manners. So I'll talk to you later. Again, if you like what you see, share it with another astrology enthusiast that wants to learn astrology, okay? And put in the comments any questions that you might have or reach out to me. And if you want to learn from me with one of my classes or courses, you know how to get in touch with me, okay? Bye.